Alright, guys, back again. So let's talk about the Book of Boba Fett, which just came out on Disney Plus today or yesterday, technically yesterday, at like 3 a.m. or something like that. I used to do that, but now I can't really stay up that late anymore. It's hard to physically stay up that late. I remember with WandaVision, I watched that like every night whenever that started, like at 3 p.m. Or 3 a.m. and I was like, damn, I can't keep doing this. So I just watched it the next day. But I also had to work, so it took me a while to actually get to the episode. But Book of Boba Fett is the newest Star Wars show on Disney Plus. It is after The Mandalorian season two, where at the end of Mandalorian season two, Boba Fett kills Bib Fortuna and becomes the leader of Jabba's palace, and that is really cool. Just a great setup before you even get to this show. So I was excited already, and looking at this show where I was really interested in because it had the same people involved, or most of them involved, in terms of making the show, like they did The Mandalorian. So I thought that was really great. Dave Filoni, John Favreau are connected to this, like they were in the last show. Um, this first episode, and spoilers, I guess. I mean, it's not like super spoilery, but this episode it's got moments in it where you're like, oh yeah, but I kind of expected that. So kind of spoilers, I guess. But I feel like it's kind of obvious what happens in this episode. Whenever you know what's going to happen at the beginning of Boba Fett's show, you know something's going to happen. Like Boba Fett escaping the Sarlacc pit, which I thought was pretty cool to see. I thought it was creepy looking with him stuck in there, using his light and seeing just the stormtrooper just like dead in there. Like I thought that was creepy and effective. Um, I did like that, and I like the fact that you get a lot of flashbacks with Boba Fett. You get the quick Attack of the Clones footage, which I thought was cool. But there is a moment or a shot in this where it is pure CG, where it is not from Attack of the Clones, where young Daniel Logan, whenever he's looking at the helmet, there's a new shot where the helmet is like in view of the camera right here, and then Daniel Logan's face is right here, young Daniel Logan, but it's obviously a CG shot, which is fine. It's another way to integrate in another emotional moment of that movie of Attack of the Clones. But I did enjoy seeing that. I love that they are connecting the prequels to it, because I love the Star Wars prequels. I know people bash on them because the originals are perfect and there's nothing wrong with them. Whatever. Um, but I love most of the Star Wars movies, and I was really, like I said, I was really excited for this one, and seeing the footage from Attack of the Clones is great. Having Boba Fett be in a cryo thing, not a cryo thing, what is it called? A Bacta pod, instead of a Bacta tank, like Luke and Anakin were in. A Bacta pod is where he's laying down, and like you've got the thing in his mouth where like the water's covering him. I thought that was cool connection to just how they use the same technology in all of these things. Um, I liked seeing all the flashbacks of him before he became before the show starts, where he's already the leader of Jabba's palace, and I like seeing, like I said, young Attack of the Clones version of him, then showing him getting out of the Sarlacc pit, then showing him getting his armor stolen by Jawas, which makes sense because the armor is used by someone else in The Mandalorian, so that's awesome. Awesome connectivity there. And then you have Boba Fett just taken prisoner by Tusken Raiders, and I liked seeing more Tusken Raiders in this. It was pretty cool. They of course don't have any real like character or dialogue to them, but I thought that it was cool seeing more of them. And I did appreciate that this episode was really, really. It had dialogue in it, yes, but it it felt like the first episode of The Mandalorian, where like it was very much a really quiet episode in terms of like not a lot of character dialogue. There is still definitely dialogue. There's definitely dialogue between characters. Boba Fett and Fennec Shand, who Ming Na Wen plays, who's great. Love her in this. Great to see her back. There's obviously dialogue between them when they're trying to figure out who's gonna be running this business with them. And I like that Tamir Morrison is just really good in this first episode. I like the fact that it just breathes a presence whenever you see him, the way he talks to people. I like how Jabba, they say that Jabba was carried by his henchmen, and Boba Fett says, like, I do not get carried. I'm gonna use my own feet and walk. And I just like that mentality that he's got. And I like the fact that Boba Fett too is saying that he wants to be in control of Jabba's palace, but he doesn't want to be a person who is like a vicious leader. Like, he wants to be somebody who has the people with him as a connective thing, as opposed to like being just a leader like Jabba was. Like, Jabba was there to incite fear into all these people who said wrong to him or did wrong to him. And you see that in Return of the Jedi, where like he throws people down in that Sarlacc pit. And with Boba Fett, he wants to have trust with people as opposed to being just a leader who instills fear. And I liked that. Again, I like seeing the fact that every time these, especially the live action ones, like The Mandalorian and this, are doing a great job of establishing the Star Wars universe even more, and just showing the little things that go on these planets, that like how these planets work, how these systems work, how the fact that you've got these small out of nowhere places like Tatooine where like slaves are apparent, and you've got ringleaders that are terrifying. And I really like just showing more of that, and I think that's very fascinating. So I really did dig this first episode. I thought it was really good, but there's not really much else to say. It's really much just about him. Again, it shows the flashbacks of him up until this moment. Then after that, it's him fighting off these people in Tatooine, and then basically it's really not much else. It's just a lot of this character just fighting his way through stuff, and that's fine. And I did enjoy this first episode. I thought it was really good, so I'm glad and I'm excited for the next episode. I like how Disney Plus, it just takes my attention every week, because every time a new show ends, we get a new show that I like. Like Hawkeye just ended, and now I'm here to talk about this one. So Disney Plus is definitely dominating my current TV show watches every week, even though I watch a lot more TV shows a week. But I mean, like, the current TV shows, I'm always watching Disney Plus no matter what, because there's always a new show after the old show, like whether it's Marvel, Star Wars, whatever. They've done a really good job this year of that. So yeah, like I said, I enjoyed the first episode, Book of Boba Fett. It seems very promising. Tell me down below what you guys think of the Book of Boba Fett, episode 1. And that is it for today. I'll talk to you guys later. Take care.